and welcome back to Robottal Wars, where carnage and mayhem are the norm. And in last week's episode, we saw the reveal of the wild card, something that could truly shake up how Robottal Wars continues. But now, you've waited long enough. So let's go into tonight's fight card and see which of these wonderful robots will be fighting each other one-on-one. And in the first fight tonight, it's the powerful spinner of Bloodshot taking on the beautiful spinner of Gore. And then after that, it's lizard-on-lizard action as Gnaws takes on the grabber of Dragon's Breath. And then the powerful spinner of Summit takes on the diagonal spinner of Vortex. And then it's our two-headed Death Flamingo taking on the huge and the incredible Slapshot. And then Evil Villain takes on our favourite jokebot, Spiky Mate. And then Sovereign takes on the Flipper Axe combo of the Keeper. And then the insane Hadron takes on the hat-wearing Fancy Cat. And then the drum spinner of Vertigo takes on the Injector. And in our main event, the Burb Axe Niki Senior takes on the legendary Siren. Let's get into the first match. And here we are. Bloodshot, Mini Shot, Gore in what could be an incredible fight. Gore going with its disc version for this one. The disc, I imagine, probably can attack more due to the teeth. But at the moment, in a bad place at the moment as they are being overwhelmed at the moment by Bloodshot and Mini Shot here. Look at that catch right there. Good lord, and there's a bit of Gore and the wheel. Good grief. And now you can see in the replay, this was when things really started to go wrong. Once they got underneath, Gore tried herself right, but sprung a little too much. And now, up against the wall, could be in trouble. What can Gore do? Nothing, it seems. Gore up and over the wall with no hope here. That is it for Gore in Robottal Wars. Bloodshot wins this one quite handedly. And you can see here in the replay, again, that was when it all went wrong for Gore. Gore did not get a chance to really do much of anything. And then the big hit there, knocking it over the wall, ended the fight. Bloodshot going through. And there you have it. In the first match, Bloodshot going for blood when taking out Gore. And now we move on to the next match of the evening. It's lizard-on-lizard action as the spinner of Gnaws takes on the grabber of Dragon's Breath. And here we go, Dragon's Breath, Gnaws, one-on-one here. This is a very interesting fight here because look at this. Dragon's Breath with its four-wheel drive able to stop the spinner in place. But Gnaws is in such an awkward shape. I don't know what Dragon's Breath can grab onto here. So really, oh, now some nice hits there from Gnaws there. Dragon's Breath could be in trouble here if they don't get on top of it. Oh, look at that. The wedge being ripped apart by Gnaws. That spinner being allowed to go at full pelt here. I'm wondering if Dragon's Breath can stop Gnaws here. You can see that Dragon's Breath, they're trying to stop it. Their teeth have gone though from the grabber. They're biting onto the disc now. Look at that. That is very creative, but I can't imagine it's doing them much good here. It's not slowing them down, and half the head has gone. And now, Gnaws in full control here. Dragon's Breath, it feels like only a matter of time. The head's completely gone, and Dragon's Breath is dead. Killed by Gnaws, making Dragon's Breath just like it. Good God, what a fight there. You can see there, Dragon's Breath tried biting onto the spinner, but once that spinner got to full pelt, the decapitation occurred and the death of Dragon's Breath. Gnaws lives on to the next round. And what a fight that was there. Dragon's Breath, try as it might, it couldn't do much of anything against the mighty Gnaws. But now we move on as the almighty, feared Summit with its 8 typhoon teeth goes up against Vortex. And here we go. Vortex and Summit going for each other, both up to speed. Oh, Vortex though, with the aggression at the moment. Summit, they've got a little longer to spin up, but look at that though, ripping Vortex's weapon here. Some glancing blows at the underside. Oh my goodness. But Vortex not giving up yet. Summit, oh my goodness, Summit ripping away the weapon of Vortex there. But Vortex not giving up. Summit is just sitting there as Vortex comes in. Look at that! A successful wedging and into the wall! Let's just see a replay there. Getting underneath Summit, completely not bothered, and allowing the imbalance to propel Summit into the wall. If Vortex can keep up this, I could see them getting a judge's decision here. Look at this, Vortex, they are no fear at all on Vortex. Summit now stuck on its side. They could be in huge trouble here if they can't turn this back around. My god, it looked so good for Summit in the beginning, but Vortex now in control here. My goodness. And Summit, if they don't get onto their feet, they could be counted as immobile due to lack of control. They need to get back into this very soon here. And, bounce against the wall, and there we go. Summit back on its feet. It's still in this. But Vortex keeping on their case here. But you have to think about the glancing blows Summit's getting in. It could be a slow but gradual process to taking out Vortex here. Summit not getting any huge blows here. But though, look at this. Smoke rising from Vortex. No! Just like that. Just like that, Vortex is out. Summit. The weapon is so powerful that even with the glancing blows, the amount of damage it must have been doing was impressive. But you can see there, Vortex, for a moment, looked like it might have gotten a win on control and aggression as Summit was just sitting there. But for Summit, it managed to win and moves on to the next round. And there we go. Summit get another emphatic victory on the brave Vortex in this fight. And now we're moving on to our highlight fights, starting off with Two-Headed Doflamingo and Slapshot. And in this fight, Slapshot, after being downgraded to a lower weapon on the request of the tournament creator Harry, Slapshot still made easy work of Two-Headed Doflamingo. And then there was Evil Villain and Spiky Mate in what was easily our worst match ever. Evil Villain did get a few hits on Spiky Mate, but then they just kept pushing. And pushing. And pushing. In the end, we had to decide that after a good minute of Spiky Mate pushing and hitting with the flamethrower, they went on to the next round. And then Sovereign versus the Keeper happened, and try as Keeper might, it was no match for the pushing power and low ground clearance of the Sovereign, who box rushed Keeper all over the joint, giving Keeper very little to no chance to be able to make any meaningful comeback. There you have it, that is the only comeback Keeper made in 3 minutes, as Sovereign made easy work of the Derpy Boy. Sovereign, thanks to that, moves on to the next round. And there you go, those were the highlight fights, and my goodness, there was some interesting matches. We'll pretend Evil Villain Spiky Mate didn't happen, but Spiky Mate moving on to the next round. Big congratulations to them, big congratulations to Sovereign and to Slapshot. But now we move on. It's Hadron versus one of our wildcards, Fancy Cat. And here we go. So, Hadron racing right out, but look at that. Fancy Cat keeping a cool head there, catching it, but now Hadron racing to the underside, clipping at those wheels. Look at this. This could be a disaster if Fancy Cat doesn't get a chance here. Hadron, look at this. Not even giving Fancy Cat a chance here as they dance around the wedge. Fancy Cat trying to get that lifting wedge to face them. Smoke rising now from the body of from Fancy Cat here. That top hat though completely untouched. You can't break the top hat, and however you can break Fancy Cat, as we just saw there. Now I want to bring here that moment there with Fancy Cat. Could have told the tide of the match if Fancy Cat could have kept going, but Hadron's weapon too powerful, and Hadron able to get around to the side of Fancy Cat, meaning that Hadron won the fight in the end with that ruthless strategy and goes to the round of 32. And there you have it, Hadron with a ruthless victory over Fancy Cat. But now we move on as the brutal Vertigo takes on the Injector. And here we go with another fight here. The Injector with that long reaching axe goes straight onto the drum, and there you see the mini-bot, the syringe, low as anything, but not landing anything meaningful hits. But oh my god, the height there that syringe just took, good god. And now Injector though, because of Vertigo's distracted with syringe, was able to get some hits, but now out of the arena. Is that the end for the Injector? They're trying their best to get back in, but I don't think they can get that meaningful purchase. No, they're done. And now picking on syringe. Leave him alone. Leave him alone, Vertigo, you bully. Good lord. Oh my god, this really is bullying at this point. There is nothing that can be gained from this. This is just the exclamation mark on the match. Good grief. What an encounter there. You can see there Syringe doing many flips there in the arena. Out goes the Injector, and then from that point Vertigo just bullying the Syringe as Vertigo joins the round of 32. My goodness, Vertigo with an emphatic victory over the Injector. And now we move on to our main event. Niki Senior takes on the legendary Siren. And here we are with the main event. We got Niki Senior versus the famous in the community Siren. Keep in mind, Robottal Wars, this is the last tournament in, and there goes Egglet, the mini-bot, quickly taken care of in the replay. You can see there, Egglet caught in the air, juggled about, and out of the arena. Niki Senior can't be pleased about that. That is one angry mother bird. And now Siren coming in, just pinning Niki Senior against the wall. There's not a lot Niki Senior can do in this position, but it's getting glancing blows. We're going to see if Siren can hold up to that abuse as it continues to pin Niki Senior against the wall. Niki Senior giving it everything it's got, and now slowly starting to break pieces off of Siren here. Look at this. Niki Senior cannot be restrained. He keeps bashing, crashing, doing all kinds of damage here to Siren. You can see that the motors that run the grabber are exposed. More bits and pieces coming off here. You've got to think Siren, not a lot it can do in this position here, apart from pinning against the wall. But Niki Senior continuing to smash and crash away here. And this, there we go, getting free. But oh, look at this. Even with half the grabber gone. Oh my goodness. I was going to point to Siren managing to get some flips in, but look at that. It's a lot worse than just half the grabber gone now. Niki Senior is doing some real damage here. Look at that. Bits of Siren, this legend across Robot Arena 2, breaking apart, being destroyed slowly and surely by this angry bird, self-righting. Look at that, Siren still remaining aggressive, doing what it can here in this fight to still have a chance of victory. Look at this, here's a box rush right here. But Niki Senior back on its feet and back on the offensive here as Siren gets it against the wall. Oh, there goes a drive motor, and my god, it's been gutted! You see the replay, the moment of truth, the gutting of Siren. And now, Siren no longer moving. I think the control board is in the shell. Think about this. This is a legend. Robottal Wars, Orcs Wars, Banter Wars, Siren's journey ends here. Not with a bang, not with a whimper, but with a peck. Niki Sr. looking absolutely dominant here in the end. The tides absolutely shifted here for Niki Sr. You can see here Siren showing what it can do as it tosses his egglet out sunny side up, and I think that pissed off Niki Sr. is because as try as Siren might, Niki Sr. went insane. Siren doing everything it could, but it could not hold on for much longer, and eventually the tale told for Siren. An end to an illustrious run ended by the bird of death, the vulture, Niki Sr. Moving on to the round of 32. And there you have it, the main event. Niki Sr. ends the run of Siren. I want to thank you all very much for watching Robottal Wars this week. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There'll be another episode of Robottal Wars next week. Until then, I'm the Dominus Cygnus. That was carnage. That was mayhem. That was Robottal Wars. Goodbye.